Alright, the emoji is gone. That was blocking my live streams that I couldn't see most of the chats. Well, it's gone now. I got rid of it yesterday because I thought like, okay, well I did it yesterday, so I thought it was gone. And then as soon as I started streaming right now, it was there. So then I was like, I thought I got rid of it. So I rushed back to my computer, or my parents' computer I should say. So I rushed back to the computer since no one was on it, and yeah, and fixed it. So it's gone, the emoji. So now you can send me messages and I'll be able to see them. I do thank you for that video, Sean, because I'd rather see it visually done instead of explained to me what I need to do. So anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Crash Bandicoot Marathon. And I know some of you may be thinking, Patrick, you said we'll be doing Crash Bandicoot 2 in this stream. Yes, I did say that, but I forgot to... Yes, I did say that, but I forgot to show off the hidden stages that we unlocked through the keys, and also... we also got to do Stormy Ascent. So, I'm going to show off the 2 hidden stages that I unlocked through the keys that you get from Cortex. Is my dad watching the Masters tournament? 6 Australians are playing. I don't know. Don't think he would be. Feels good to actually look at a chat and actually see the whole comments. I don't know why that thing was even there in the first place. Alright, so this is Whole Hog. This is one of the hidden stages you get from getting one of the keys. This is the level you get from the key in Sunset Vista when you beat the Cortex bonus. And easy. Ba ba ba. And now we move up to 87%. Something I wish my 2K25 would actually do. And now it's it's to fumbling in the dark. Back here is just a whole bunch of lives and a whole bunch of Uka masks. And brilliant. I always thought that was his name whenever he would make that note. Whenever Aku. I keep getting them mixed up. Uka's the evil one. Whenever I heard Aku make that noise, I always thought that was his name. So as a kid, I always just called him just... oh crap. I jumped way too early. Hey, Isabel. That's just what I called him as a kid because that was what he was saying. So I was just like, oh, that's his name. That must be his name. But no, his name is Aku Aku. Hey, Isabel. I'm doing all right. Oh, I almost fell off. Oh, wow, that was close. I know I said I'd start Crash Bandicoot 2, but I wanted to show the secret levels I unlocked because I forgot to do that in the previous stream. Yeah, this level's much more difficult than Lights Out. Poogaga! Poogaga! I should have invincibility because I grabbed more than 3. Nah, you can't. You can unfortunately not get invincibility in this stage with Uka Uka. Oh, wow, that was lucky. Checkpoint. Take your time. Hey, spider. Oh, you piece of crap. Oh. Look at me, Daredevil style. No! Wow. I sent the spider flying into a Aku Aku crate. That was actually very impressive. And I did it again! Wow! No! Yeah. Yeah. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Death right at the end. Of course. I had a feeling. Had a goddamn feeling. And of course I couldn't see the platform, so I had no way of guessing. Alright, that is Fumbling in the Dark. And now we're at 90%. Jeez, we're actually nearly at 100%. That's actually the highest amount I've ever gotten in this game. Alright. We all know why you're here. You all want to see the hardest level in all of Crash Bandicoot Stormy Ascent. Patrick has a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. Of course. The old Black Eyed Peas. God, that song played so much when I was at school. Yeah, that video I did yesterday about my old guidebooks, I'm very proud I still have those. because yeah, they are like ancient treasure to me. Anyway, so this stage was originally supposed to be in Crash Bandicoot, but the game developers, who were Naughty Dog, because Naughty Dog made the original. Oh, really? It was nowhere near me. Naughty Dog were the original creators of Crash Bandicoot. The ones that did this remake are Vicarious Visions. So Naughty Dog removed this level because it was deemed too hard. So there's two things I would want to say. First, wouldn't you want to make the level easier instead of just removing the level outright? Why don't you, I don't know, remove some stuff to make it a bit more easier? Instead of just being all like, oh, this level's too hard, let's just get rid of it. A part of me is just like, then just make it easier. Just remove some stuff. Just remove some stuff from the level. If it's too difficult, then remove some stuff from the level to make it a bit more easier. But instead of them just doing that, they're just like, no, we'll just get rid of the level. There's an embryo bonus in this stage. There is no Tawna ones. There is no Tawna. I'm pretty sure some of you might have realized that some of these levels did not have a Tawna bonus. But yeah, and in the original PS1 version, if you could hack this level in, you could hack this level in the original PS1, but because it's not on the world map, if you... No. That's bad timing. Yeah, if you try to hack the level in, it will work, but you cannot get the embryo tokens. You cannot get the embryo tokens in the PS1 version, because if you do, it'll just flat out crash the game. So you actually cannot do the embryo bonus in the original PS1, because if you get them all, the game just flat out crashes, and it just... Do the birds come back when you jump on them? Surprisingly, they do, because they came back in Stormy. They came back in Slippery Climb when I fell. So I guess they do if you do miss the jump. Oh no 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 no! Okay, well, that was not what I was trying to do, but hey. No. Oh! Damn it! I really wanted to do this in one try, man. Stupid platforms being so out of place. And that's the other problem with this level. Sometimes the platforms will just be completely out of place. And some of them just won't come when you know they're supposed to come. That's annoying. I was coming into this very confident. I was thinking to myself, sweet, I can beat this in one try. So that way we can just move on to Crash Bandicoot 2, but no, of course not. Now I gotta do this as it's intended. I was able to get away with it because I had Ukas. Oh wow, that was lucky. This level, man. The timing on these platforms, man, so stupid. it's when you as soon as you think you finally have them all figured out. It's more the case of you think you finally have it figured out on what the timing is. It just finds a way to mess with you. There we go. Finally. And now we can do the embryo bonus. I love how the hint to this stage is just good luck, you need it. I love how this is just a hint. So this is the bonus you cannot do in the PS1 version because it'll always crash every time you try to do it. Why did I not jump? I was ready. Ugh. In Crash Bandicoot 2 in Night Fight, those blue rats freaked me out with their noise. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Those rats can be those rats are also in the sewer stages. There we go. That's what I wanted. Die! I moved a second too late. I moved a second too, or I guess too early. I guess that's the word. You know what? I'm glad you don't have to do. You can't do this. Oh my god. I'm glad you can't do this bonus in the original PS1 because Jesus, you would just die immediately. So back away. So then you want to jump on this. No. Jump on that one. Jump up here. No! God damn it! I freaking missed. I missed. Alright. Once more, from the top. Just hit one. Jump on that. Let them blow up. And then jump down and hit that one. Boom. There we go. And that is the final embryo token bonus collected. And that is the final embryo bonus. Jeez. Oh! Thank God that embryo spot counts. They are in road to ruin. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and that, oh yeah, and that too. Oh yeah, and that level too, the ruin levels. And now this is where this just gets a little bit silly. These platforms are now going really quick. Yeah, so they start speeding up some of the... Oh, jeez. Okay. Hit detection! Seriously! That is annoying. I hate dying because of hit detection, man. Seriously. I wasn't anywhere near the frickin'... I didn't hit the spikes. You saw it! I did not hit them. Oh! Wow! I cannot believe that. That was just pure luck. Oh, jump! No! Come on! Crash! Why did you not jump? I was pressing the jump button as they were up. Come on! I hate this level, man. I am so glad they took this level out, because God, it's ridiculous. No matter how much I practice and practice and practice at this, you're just never gonna get good at it. You're just never gonna get good at this level. I'm sorry. No amount of practice will ever make you so good at this level that you can beat it in one try. Anyone that can beat this in one try without a single death, you know, absolutely freaking deserve a medal. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no! Wow, that was so close. Oh, I do not like these platforms, man. Oh, yeah. Why did they think that was a good idea? You see, this is why they removed the level, because they deemed it too hard. Well, no wonder why you deem it too hard, because you sped up a lot of the platforms. So many of the platforms are sped up. Why didn't you slow them down, you know? What they could have done instead of just removing the level outright is make the level more fairer. Remove some of the spikes. Slow these platforms down. Oh my God! Jeez, I love you too, Isabel. Oh, God. This is your best chance to get some nice Australian rage right here. This is your best chance to see some great Australian rage right here. 'Cause God, this level sucks. Is this game's hit detection worse than Shantae's? Well, Shantae's hit detection is at least fairer, but there are some hit detections in Shantae that's a bit weird. Every game's hit detection is wonky. There is no such thing as a perfect hitbox. Finally, progress! It's a miracle! We've made progress! Thanks! Stupid platform. Oh, that's just rude! Now that's just rude. Make the bird move at the same time as the platform. Now that's just wrong. Why does the bird look like it's got a mustache? I don't know why. I have no idea how I hit that then. It looked like I was about to fall through it. That did not touch me, game. Whatever. Okay, that one did. The game was just like, all right, this one will hit you, so you can't complain. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah! Stormy Ascent is done! Good God, that is a hard level. They definitely should have made some changes to the level instead of just outright removing it. I think Vicarious Vision should have just made some changes to the level instead of just, you know, taking it outright. But, well, Naughty Dog removed it. But I'm just saying they should have made changes to the level if they were gonna bring it back. So that is Crash Bandicoot now done, because I showed off the last 3 levels that I did not show. Since that's done, your thoughts on Kali Kali back in WWE? She just signed a Legends deal. It's not like it's gonna lead to anything. Alright, now that that's done, we can now finally move on to my favorite Crash Bandicoot game of the series, Crash Bandicoot 2. And let's start a new game.
Crystals, of course. No.
So apparently, after 1 year, Torna already got rid of Crash.
Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but Also, the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
The introduction of engine.
Crash! 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 My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
And there's Coco and there's Coco. Could have played as her in the first game. I completely forgot I could unlock her in that, but we'll give her some love in this game. Coco, how do computers or laptops have batteries? Just plug a charger in. Just plug a charger in, girl. Alright. Crash has got some new abilities in Crash Bandicoot 2. He can now slide. He can now duck and crawl. And he can now do a belly flop. Well, as I call it, a body slam. They call it a belly flop, I call it a body slam, because I've always called it that. Jeez, we'll get to that, Isabel. No need for spoilers. We'll get to that. All right.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Alright, so we're gonna go into these worlds and collect some crystals, but you know what? I see through your scheme, Cortex. I am not gonna collect your crystal.
No, Crash. I said bring me the crystals. Now, get back in there.
I said no. I'm not going to get your crystals, Cortex.
No, Crash. To save the world, I need crystals. Crystals! One more time. They look like this. Crystals, Crash. Go back through one of those doors and bring me crystals.
They're teleporters, Cortex, not doors. I just love doing this just to piss him off.
Look up at the doorways. There is a big crystal-shaped slot. Fill all 5 crystal slots in this warp room by retrieving 1 crystal from each of the 5 areas. Only after we have filled all of the slots in this room can we continue on our quest. This is the last time I remind you.
And unfortunately, he will not get angry at us anymore. And also, Cortex, the crystal slots are right here, not up on the doorway, you fool. Now, yes, they were originally Now, yes, the crystal positions were originally on the top of the doorways, but they moved them in this game. No, nothing happens if you don't get them, unfortunately. I just wanted to do that because some people don't know that. Some people don't know you could do that. You could just piss him off and just not get the crystal. But alright, we will do what Cortex asks. We'll go get the crystals, even though he's probably gonna double cross us in the end. We can't be the smart protagonist here. We gotta be the dumb protagonist. We gotta be the dumb protagonist that's the do-gooder. Even though it's kind of clear what Cortex is gonna do. But fine, we will do it. God, I love sliding in this game. This just makes Crash... Like, if you could slide jump in Crash Bandicoot 1, I bet you it would be... I bet you that game would be way more tolerable. But unfortunately... you cannot. There was a little trick you could pull off. Yeah! Wow, I can't believe that worked. Yes! I thought... Ah, damn it. I was really hoping to pull that off 3 times in a row. Well, that was not the trick I was originally talking about. That was not the trick I was thinking of, but I have seen speedrunning tactics. But I have seen speedruns where you can do that. You could usually go on the corners of the map and jump over. And every time you get a gem, Crash does a little dance.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you.
You knew? Even after the 3 times I rejected you?
Hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? Are you there, Crash?
Oh, hey, Coco. Alright, so as you saw, there's another gem on the wall of this room. So to get this gem, I never figured this out as a kid. But the hint, basically, when you go into the level, the hint implies to you to be kind to the boxes. So basically, it's telling you, do not break a single box and get... Thanks, hit detection. Just get to the end of the level without breaking a box. Damn Oh, and that is the alternative way to do it. What Isabel said. So if you just get yourself right at the edge and slide and spin jump at the same time, you'll get some distance. And we got the Sapphire. Apparently that's what the game calls it, the Sapphire gem. Not the blue gem, the Sapphire. So we basically got Kyogre. Because it's Sapphire. We can skip the dance.
So, you are helping Cortex gather crystals. Yet, you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex,
Nope.
you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Ah, yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
Embryo is a real psychopath. He's a real psycho. The way he turns his head when he's laughing. No, the Aku crates count to the box counter. So yeah. So they count to the box counter. It's time for an ice level. Crash Bandicoot's introducing ice levels. Our first introduction to ice levels in Crash Bandicoots. And if you know me, I don't like ice levels. The only ice levels I don't mind are the ones from Shantae, because at least you don't slip and slide everywhere. Now, this bit right here is interesting, and I'm going to explain it to you all right now. In the original PS1 version, there's a red gem here, like you can't see it anymore because Vicarious Visions moved it up. They moved it up. They moved it up. In the PS1 version, there was a trick you could do that if you spin jump on the on this up thing, and then you slide, and then you can slide and jump, and then body slam at the exact same time, you could just reach the red gem up there. But Vicarious Visions was smart enough to move this away and to move the red gem upwards a bit higher so you can't reach it. So Vicarious Visions was smart enough to move the red gem up so you couldn't cheese the level. Or cheese it where you could get the red gem early. So now you actually have to get the hidden path to get the red gem that is up there. Hey, well there's my first death. Well there's my first death in Crash Bandicoot 2. I only took the second level. And we also have introduction to nitro detonators. These things are nitro detonators. Those will explode all the nitros in the level. So there are nitro. So yeah, this game also introduced us to nitro crates. They just explode on impact. And obviously you cannot spin them. So that's why they brought in those nitro detonators, so you could destroy them. So unfortunately, we're going to have to come back to this level a bit later if we want to get the red gem, or the ruby as the game calls it. I just prefer calling it the red gem because that's what color it is. Next, we're going to move on to Hang 8. Failing a bonus path does not cost you lives. Well, thanks for telling us that. Thanks for telling me, game. I kind of figured that. Alright! We've only got 60 seconds. Oh, and I smacked into a mine. We've only got 60 seconds, so rush to the end. Or die. Or are the detonators new by Vicarious Visions, or were they in the original? The nitros were in the original. At least Cortex won't shout at me again. Alright, so basically the little timer down the bottom is basically a timer to get to the end before the, because if you get to the end before the timer expires, you'll get another gem. Yeah, so we've got a minute to get to the end. Mash that button. Get the crystal while we're here. Go! 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 Plenty of time! Hey, plant! Hey, piranha plant! And done. Yep, so if you get to the end as fast as possible, you get yourself another gem. That's... Oh! Hey, Cortex.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Alright, I want to show you guys something that's interesting. So this little area over here, this would usually be where you would save your game. This little spot over here is where you would usually save your game, but obviously you can just save at any time you want. Obviously, like, you can save the game whenever you want to now. So, yeah. This little area over here used to be where you could just save the game in the original PS1 version. So, let's go back in. So, let's go back into Hang 8 and let's do the level properly now. Do 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 do. Those piranha fling, those things that try to eat you, they're actually called fly traps. I just thought they were just piranha plants. I don't know why, because Crash Bandicoot, I guess. Not Crash Bandicoot, Mario. Because Mario, I guess, because they looked very similar. Alright, so take this blue gem path and you have yourself a hidden pathway with more boxes. And you can tell the music's also slightly different too. It's amazing how Crash Bandicoot 2 takes place 1 year later. So basically, Crash saves Torna from being abducted by Cortex, and then within that 1 year's time, she leaves Crash, and then somehow Crash gets a sister. You're playing Pokemon Crystal? Cool. I have it on my 3DS. Good old hit detection strikes again. So yeah, and that's Hang Ain't Done. And now we move on to the pits. And now those birds from the first game look really different now. They now have mechanical armor attached to them now. I don't know how that's possible. So there's two paths you can go here. There's two paths you can take. Actually. I'm going to leave that checkpoint crate because I'll come back to it. This takes, yep, that takes me to the end of that path. Alright, so now we go back. Do. I never like going backwards in a game like this. Why? Because it's kind of obvious. Because you can't see what's in front of you. Oh! Because they always expect you to go forward. Now I left that checkpoint there for a reason. So then that way I can get this one. Hit that! Get pecked by the metal birds. And then, since we hit the metal crate, we can now go back. Oh, hello. Oh! And that's why it's always best to get rid of the enemies. That's why it's always best to get rid of the enemies. And then we come back this way. And then we can hit this checkpoint to have all of our progress saved. So all the progress is now saved, and we can get these 2 lives, and we can jump over the bird, and then we can finally move on. Bad timing. Okay. Well, I've never seen that happen before. First time for everything, I guess. And we get introduction to those kinds of crates that you just saw that you can only body slam on. Do you have to go back in this level, or can you do the other path first? No, you can do you can do both paths. Like, they don't save your box progress. This game does not save your box progress. They expect you to do both paths in a single run. So you can't just be all like, right, I'll do one path first, and then I'll beat the level, and then I'll come back and do the other one. No, they expect you to do it all in one go. Oh, man! I really wanted to do that trick just at least once. But the game denied me. It denied me. So we do not have to go back to this level. We are now done with this level. We do not have to go back. And now it's time for Crash Dash. Oh, really, game? I didn't know sliding could help me go faster. Oh, look, you're teaching me how to slide now when I've already been known how to do that the entire time. You're a terrible tutorial game. Now, this music is much better than the one in Crash Bandicoot 1. This does sound very... At least this track does sound a bit more intense, and now we've got mines that somehow don't kill us. I don't know how that's possible. Now we really do feel like Indiana Jones running away from a boulder. Even though I've never played any of those games, I've just heard that reference so many times. Dun, 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 dun. Run from the boulder, Indiana Jones. Yep, exactly. Now I've never played any of those games, but I hear that but I heard that reference so much whenever it came to this game. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. In the original, you had to bounce on those 10 times. In the original, you had to bounce on those things 10 times, not 5 times. They only made it 5 just to make it easier, I guess. Ah! Oh! Whew, that was actually really lucky. Okay, these boxes can be a little bit tricky to get if you're not careful. Whew! Yeah! Usually you could open up, usually the thing would open if you went back, but it doesn't do that anymore. That's unfortunate. Now, and now we've got the boss room Ripperoo open. Now, did you guys notice something suspicious? Did you guys notice something here? When Cortex last spoke to us, he said he was going to contact us after we get the 5th crystal. We got the 5th crystal and he did not contact us. They removed Cortex talking to you after you get the 5th gem in this version. Why did they do that? Because there's a big reason. There was a reason why I showed you this area being where the save point initially was. Because when Cortex contacts you in the original PS1 version, after you get the 5th crystal, he tells you to jump on this thing and go up. He tells you to jump on this thing and go up to move up to the next warp room, which you still have to do that in this version, but he will tell you that the boss will only harm you when you're going up to the next warp room. So because the bosses are now here and not once you go up to the next warp room, they took out his dialogue. So they took out him explaining what the bosses do and how to move up to the next warp room. I don't know why they got rid of it, but it just makes it feel weird that Cortex says, "I'll contact you after you get the 5th crystal," and then you get the 5th crystal and he's not contacting you. That was one of the first things I initially noticed when I played this for the first time. All right, it's time for our first boss, Ripperoo. He's now reading books. He's still in his straitjacket. Alright, it's time for the crazy kangaroo himself, Ripperoo. He still loves playing with TNTs, I guess. He still loves playing with his TNT, but now he's playing with nitros. You are one crazy animal there, Ripperoo. This kangaroo really needs help. He is mentally crazy. Playing with nitros and TNT. Give this kangaroo therapy, guys. See you, Ripperoo. We're never going to see you again after this game. You will only be exclusive to Crash Team Racing. And now, Warp Room 2.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash is just playing with his yo-yo as they're talking. This is the most Crash Bandicoot thing ever. So oblivious to everything. He's not in Crash Bash. He's not in Crash Bash. Well, he is in Crash Bash, but he's just in one of the mini games. He's just like a little. He's just a background enemy in one of the mini games in that game. Do you think this should be remade to have the 4th game in it? Well, Crash Bandicoot 4: It's About Time was released several years after this. But there is another Crash Bandicoot 4 called Wrath of Cortex. There is another Crash Bandicoot 4 called Wrath of Cortex. And that game is the only game outside of Crash Team Racing where they have the introduction of Crash's brother Crunch. Wrath of Cortex introduces Crash's brother Crunch. It's About Time does not have Crunch in it. And obviously Crunch is not in Crash Bash either, which is a bit of a shame, really. It feels like Crash's older brother Crunch is like basically just only in spin-off games. Alright. This is how we unlock Coco. Coco. Yes. Let's have Coco join us. So now, as I promised, I'll give Coco some love this time. So now we'll be playing Warp Room 2 with Coco. So she's got her little laptop with her. Oh wow! Brilliant start! Brilliant start! Coco does not really play any differently than Crash. She has a spin. Oh, what in the living hell was that? That penguin just spawned out of nowhere. That was actually pretty mean. She can basically do all the same stuff that Crash can do. So she's not really that different to him. Unlike in Donkey Kong where the female character is actually somewhat different. So we have to come back to this level until we have the red gem. And Coco's jump is actually is not actually as good as Crash's, I don't think. Or it could be exactly the same. I'm not entirely sure, but... I have serious questions about that one game. I don't think I was near that. Man, what's with the weird hit detection in this? I knew this game had weird hit detection, but jeez. I've been experiencing so much of it. Yeah, her jump is not as high as Crash's. Crash would be able to get that no problem. So her jump is slightly smaller than his. So I guess you could say maybe she's not as agile. So we have to unfortunately come back to this level because we didn't get the gem. Well done, Coco. You initially cannot play as Coco in this game. The only in the original PS1 versions, the only way you could play as Coco is in Crash Bandicoot 3. But I'm glad the Insane Trilogy lets you play as her in all 3 games. I just forgot to unlock her in Crash 1. That's fine. She wasn't in Crash 1 anyway, so it kind of makes sense. Alright. This level has a nice little hidden path here. But the question is, can I actually do it right? Jump, 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 boom! Hell yeah! Yep, a little hidden warp zone here. And that gets us to Snowgo. This is where the red gem is. So yeah, this is how you obtain, oh my lord. This is how you obtain the red gem. Wow, Penguin, that is not very generous hitboxes, I'll tell you that. you're initially supposed to have invincibility, and you're meant to like blitz through everything while being invincible. But because I kept getting hit, what the hell? Why did that knock me back? What did that knock me back for? That was so stupid. Oh, God. Jeez. The hit detection's not being very nice to me today. There you go. Oh, man. Jeez. It was almost there. Landed on the porcupine's head. I've actually never done this part with Coco. I'd always have Crash do this. And this is what happens when Coco gets the invincibility. Now we can finally do what the game actually wants us to do. And die anyway, of course. I tell you, that metal crate is a real dick. This ice is... and this ice is just terrible. And this is why I really don't like ice levels. Because my God, your momentum just gets carried. Your momentum gets carried as you're jumping. So, yeah, like your momentum just gets carried along as you're jumping and you're trying to slow down. And why am I not sliding? Come on, Coco. Slide. There you go. The ice momentum just carries you, and it's just such a pain in the ass. Hey! I finally did it. Took me long enough. That's how it's supposed to be done. Now that's how it's done. I think they're supposed to be porcupines. And that is now Snowgo finally done. So Snowgo is now finally done because we now have the red gem. And Coco has her own special dance. And now we can technically go back to Snowbiz and get the gem here, but I'll just do Air Crash for now. I'll do this stage for now and then we'll go back and get the Snowbiz gem. Because you're all probably sick of seeing the ice levels already. I'm more impressed that Coco can be in these levels because seeing her on this thing is very weird. But hey. But yeah, there are certain levels Coco is not allowed to be in, which is mostly the bosses. She's not allowed to fight any of the bosses, which is kind of dumb. Like, why even make her playable if she can't even do the boss fights? I know the game is called Crash Bandicoot and not Coco Bandicoot, but still. Why make her playable if she can't interact with any of the bosses? Bip, 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 bip. Is her last name Bandicoot? Yes. She's Crash's sister. So, that's all we can do for this level. We cannot get all the boxes in this level. There are some boxes that we can't get right now. So, if you're wondering why I ended the level early, that's why. Because you can't get all the crates yet. So, let's go back and let's go back to Snowbiz and let's get all the boxes in that level since we now have the red gem, or the ruby as what the game calls it. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer ruby or do you guys prefer red? That's a good question to ask the chat. Do you prefer to call it the red gem, or do you prefer to call it the ruby gem? Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying... Yeah, I know she can in Crash Bandicoot 3, but it's only one boss. But I'm just saying she's a playable character. Why not make her fight why not make her fight some of the other bosses? That's what I'm trying to say. Ooh, wow. I'm amazed that counted. Yeah, agree. I agree. I prefer to call it the red gem too. I don't know why the game calls them by different. Oh, don't know why the game calls them ruby, sapphire, and all that other and all that. I just think it's kind of weird. Oh my god, again! How did I do that a second time? I cannot believe I did that, the exact same thing again. It's almost like I learned nothing. God. The penguin was stupid to walk underneath it! Oh, that was lucky. I almost didn't pay attention. So technically, Coco's getting Crash all these lives, and she's the reason he loses lives. Because her face doesn't appear when she's getting lives. That only happens in Wrath of Cortex. Ooh! Where Coco's face appears when you're getting lives. That Nitro, that piece of shit! That Nitro, that dirty friggin' Nitro just jumped up as high as it could as soon as I was about to jump. You dirty, rotten crate. Wow, my charger's fully charged. Nice. So now my phone's at full charge and I don't have to worry about it. Now I don't have to worry about it anymore. Jeez, my old phone's battery would... My old phone would just... Oh my god. would not like me charging while I'm streaming, but this phone's just like, no, you can do that if you want to. This phone's already miles better than the old one. Nitro detonator! Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Boy! Because if I died at any time before I got to that checkpoint, I would have had to go back and do all of that again. And doing all that again is not fun. Do, do, do. And Snowbears is done. We don't have to worry about any more ice levels until Cold Hard Crash in World 4. So that's going to be fun. So unfortunately, it's time to switch back to Crash because this is his level. Thank you. Yep, animal abuse gives you more lives, apparently. Yep, animal abuse gives you lives. So this level is exclusively for Crash. Coco cannot, unfortunately, ride on this polar bear. Meet Polar the polar bear. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. And we found our crystal already. Wow, Cortex, that was so well hidden. Remember, he said these crystals were well hidden. Yeah, right out in the open. Very well hidden, buddy. That was so close. Oh my god. Okay, to be fair, the polar levels do count as ice levels. I guess the polar levels do count as ice levels. I did forget about these. But yeah. Alright, did that in one try. That was really good. Oh, I should have swapped back. Oh well. Actually, no. I'm gonna do the rest of this world as Coco. Crash! Actually, no. I'll do the rest of this world as Coco. I only had to do the polar level with him. Let your sister have some spotlight for a change. Let your sister have some spotlight. Alright. It's time for Coco to run away from a boulder. Look at her eyes and look at her face. She's now realizing she's got a giant boulder chasing her. Dude. Bam 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 bam. I guess you could say that. Because Crash just doesn't speak at all. At least that's what I always thought. Oh. God, I get so nervous when it comes to these levels. Oh, man. I never really understood why Crash could never talk. Oh, man! Like, you hear him speak in the first game, like... Cool, well done, Isabel. Cool, well done, Isabel. Ah! Electrified Bandicoot! We have an electrified Bandicoot. Now, this is another level where something Vicarious Visions completely changed. In the PS1 version, if you could get to this bonus before the boulder descends into the ground... Yeah, so in the original PS1, if you could outrun the boulder quick enough and get into the bonus level before the boulder itself falls, some of the bridge will still be there, and you could actually go back that way. You could actually go back that way if you could beat the boulder fast enough. I beat the boulder and it still didn't count. So I feel like Vicarious Visions probably took that out. Because you could, because I definitely noticed you can't do that anymore. Alright, so we've got to be quick here. Oh, come on, Coco. Come on, Coco. Come on, Coco. Quickly! Oh! Oh, man. Alright, it's time. Listen to this music. I can turn it up if I want to, but you guys aren't, it's not going to make it louder. So long story short, if you follow my universe mode, which I know a lot of people miss it, this music is Emily Bell's music. This music that it... Yep. That's where this music came from. This is Emily Bell's music in my universe mode. Oh, wrong way. You gotta go this way first. So jump through this fake wall. Oh! Oh, come on. Terrible. And we get the emerald. Or the green gem, because I just prefer calling it that. I actually really want to question the hitboxing when I jumped on that rat. I was very sure I landed on him. Hey. I know you miss it, Sean, but blame 2K25. Blame 2K25 for not installing. Blame 2K25 for not installing. For taking 5 billion years to install. I would be playing it right now. I would be doing universe mode if it installed. So yeah, steel crates can only be body slammed. Nitro detonator, and now let's keep going. No! Thank God. Thank God. I didn't want to end up like that one guy that got one box in this that missed one box in this stage.
Crystals. You're on your way. I'm running low on power, so communication from this point will be difficult. Remember, I'm counting on you.
You do realize Crash's sister has been collecting majority of these. So, due to Coco not being able to fight bosses, it's time for the Komodo brothers. Only Crash can fight them. So this is the Komodo brothers. Komodo Mo and Komodo Joe. This is their only appearance until Crash Bash and Crash Team Racing once again. Man, these poor bosses can never catch a break. They are bosses in Crash Bash, and they obviously appear in Crash Team Racing. And goodbye, Komodo brothers! We won't be seeing you again until Crash Bash and Crash Team Racing once again. Because they do not appear in Crash 3. Or any other Crash game after that. Real shame.
Good show, Crash. The Komodo brothers obviously lacked your mettle. But now's not the time to get cocky. There are still many crystals to obtain. Remember, the world is counting on you.
I would if it was on the PlayStation Store. It's not on the PlayStation Store, unfortunately. So... And also a lot of people don't like Crash Bash, mainly because of, you know, how long it takes to 100% the game. But anyway, let's move on to plant food. Beat the timer to earn a special gem. Well, thanks for letting us know there's a... Well, thanks for letting us know, game. I would have totally been lost. Yep, so once again, we're put on a timer and we got to get to the end of the stage. If it was obvious by what the hint told us. And there's our yellow gem, but for some reason they call it topaz. which is very stupid. I really don't like that name. I prefer yellow. The weird, bizarre names they gave these gems is... I know it's another word of the color, but yeah. I just prefer yellow, because that's what the color actually is, you know. But I would absolutely stream Crash Bash if it was on the PlayStation Store, which it's unfortunately it's not! What? Okay, that was weird. I died, but the animation didn't play. That was very weird. The animation of me getting sucked into the whirlpool didn't play. That was weird. I'm experiencing all kinds of glitches today. Bum, 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 bum. It is possible to avoid those fly traps there, but it's pretty tricky. And that is plant food done. Booyah! And now, sooner or later. Get it? Sooner or later? Sooner rather than later, but it's sewer than later. Ha! The puns. Oh, jeez! I just wanted to hit the crate. Oh, I jumped! I'm sorry, game, but I literally jumped when that... I jumped then, that should not have counted. See, that's what I was trying to do. Great jump, great platforming skills, Pat. Way to go. Alright, so that's really all we need. All we need is the gems, so we can just purposely die. Yeah, there's nothing else down there, you just need the gem. Boom! Oh! Lucky. Ba 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 ba.
Crash, thank goodness! I hacked into Cortex's computer and found detailed schematics for an improved Cortex Vortex and a suspicious-looking space station. I'm not sure, but Cortex might be trying to...
Coco can somehow hack into other people's computers. How did she get Cortex's personal information? There's a glitch you could pull off. I don't know if you can do it in this game. Well, in the, I guess I should say the Sane Trilogy version. Oh. But you could... But there was a way... But there was like... You could pull off some kind of weird kind of jump. And you could go over the top of Polar. Now, I don't know if you can... Oh, I'm an idiot. I don't know if you can do that in the Insane Trilogy version. It might be possible in the... It might be possible in the PS1 version? I don't know if you can do that in this one. Oh! That time I didn't die. That time it wasn't on purpose. Because usually I die on purpose if I miss a box. That time it wasn't even on purpose. And neither was that. Perfect. Don't go for the exit. You want to head back here and jump on these platforms here, and we get ourselves a secret. What are my thoughts on Kevin Owens' injury? Well, it sucks. Randy Orton can't even get his revenge. Alright, so that's so much easier to do in the PS1 version. I can never do that in this version. But yeah, these are all the extra gems. These are all the extra crates we couldn't get in this stage. Yep, all those 47 crates couldn't get you could not get them on the normal path. Joe update about his injuries, basically going against the doctors and says he's going to compete in the triple threat. He's teaming with Marsha against Kazarian and Tessa. Mixed tag, huh? Then the injury must not be real then. The injury must not be real. It must be just like a storyline injury then. Because if he was really injured, why would they have him wrestle? I think it's a storyline injury. Do I want to see Randy Orton versus Nick Aldis? Not really. I mean, Nick Aldis was a good wrestler, but he's a general manager. That's like saying you want to see Adam Pearce wrestle. That's like saying Adam Pearce should wrestle. Did you like it when they did with Seth have Randy face a mystery opponent? I guess that would be fine. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that, but again, it would just mean Randy would have to lose again. If he fights someone like a returning Aleister Black or Rusev, then you know he's losing. But hey, Randy Orton's a good guy. He likes putting people over, so it's obviously not going to bother him that much. Alright. Now, I don't know if you can do this in this version, but you can do it in the PS1 version. I'm gonna say the answer is no. No. Figured. So alright, so I'm just gonna exit out because there's a death route in this. So basically, this level, so basically that little area over there, you normally cannot reach it. You normally cannot reach it because you need a secret path. Because you need to open a secret path to go that way. Because there's a bunch of boxes over there. There's a bunch of boxes over there. And in the PS1 version, and I'm pretty sure it's only in the PS1 version because I don't think you can do it in this version. If you slide jump at the perfect time, if you do a slide and spin jump at the perfect time, you can make enough distance to get over there and actually get all the boxes over there. So yeah, I don't think you can do that in this version because again, Crash's physics is completely different in this game than it was in the PS1 version. So a lot of the old cool tricks that you could do in the PS1 version, unfortunately, are not really around anymore. It's a little upsetting, but then again, it does, but then again, Vicarious Visions wants to make sure you play the game properly. You know? But it's always cool to show off. Go away, Donkey Kong. Even though you don't look like Donkey Kong. But it's always cool to show off, like, little cool tricks that you could do. If I was playing the original PS1 version, I absolutely would be taking advantage of a lot of the cool tricks that you could do. Excuse me, game. You saw me spinning when I got hit, so I don't know how that counts. I'm not really interested in seeing Stone Cold back, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't really like him coming back to fight KO either. You're right, they do, Isabel. I guess I forgot that detail. Yeah, these statues that breathe fire, they look like Donkey Kong. Yeah, so if you look at them carefully, you can actually notice they do look a bit like Donkey Kong. I did forget about that little interesting detail. I wouldn't mind if Randy Orton fought Aleister Black though, because it's a match that's never happened before. But I'm probably got a feeling he's probably gonna miss WrestleMania because he was supposed to fight Kevin Owens. I was gonna say any day now platform. They're a lot faster in the PS1 version. And unfortunately, we cannot get all the crates in this stage. So, we're gonna have to come back. When it comes to Patrick and Legends, he doesn't want to see them. Nope. Nope, not really. In my opinion, when they retire, that's when they should retire. No, I still haven't checked it because I'd rather, again, I don't know why you all continue to ask me about it, and I understand why. You just want to know if I can get it working or not. I've explained it before. Oh, hello, big giant pet polar bear. I'd rather not worry about it. I'll check it when I'm ready to check it. Just enjoy the content I'm giving you now. Until then. There's also another awesome glitch you could pull off on these polar bears. But I know for a fact you can't do it in the Sane Trilogy version because I did try it once and it did not work. The glitch you could pull off in this stage with these big-ass polar bears was that you could basically run to the side. You could basically run to the sides over here, and as they're coming down, you could kind of turn as they're coming down and get them stuck and glitch them up the top of the levels, up the top where they are, and then basically, and then you don't have to run away from them. It's a very weird and interesting glitch you could do. So basically, long story short, Vicarious Visions just took out a lot of the fun little glitches in this game. But it's good that I'm telling you these, and you guys can know that, oh yeah, certain things were in it, but, you know, not anymore. Oh no, I just died! What the hell am I doing? Oh, ha! Ha ha ha! Why would I just voluntarily jump down a hole? This is a little secret path a lot of people will miss when they play this game for the first time. Yeah, when a lot of people play this game for the first time, this is a path that a lot of people will miss because they don't expect you to jump down a hole. Oh, Isabel, I was just doing that. Ah! Honestly, that is too funny. Honestly, I can't help myself. That was too funny. Invincible and then just falls down a hole. Great job, Pat. Death while being invincible. No, I didn't forget Isabel. I knew it was there. I was just doing other things first. It's not Patrick disrespecting the legends. He just does not want to see them. Yeah, because I know a lot of people think me saying I don't want to see them is being disrespectful to them. It's not. Patrick doesn't want to see Legends come back, but he's okay with Kelly and the Bella Twins coming back. Well, that's the thing. The difference is I like them, so it's not that big of a deal if I want to see them or not. Also, you don't usually have. Also, usually Aku is not supposed to be with you in this stage. He's not supposed to be with you in this stage. In the PS1 version, he immediately goes away once the polar bear starts chasing you. He immediately goes away when the big polar bear, scares Aku off in the PS1 version. But for some reason, that doesn't seem to be the case in this version. Whee! Alright, let's go forward. Grab our gem, and now let's head back. Yes, we are heading back. Ah! Boo! Yes! Go to where Polar is. Secret level. Oh!
Crash, my boy. You are more than halfway there. But I'm sure you've noticed that things are getting harder. The last 10 crystals will be the hardest to gather, and our enemies will be sending their strongest forces to thwart you. I'll contact you again when you have completed the next warp room.
That's a little bit suspicious. Ooh, that's a little bit of that's a little bit suspicious there, Cortex. That's a little bit suspicious of you there, Cortex. Anyway, before we do my favorite boss in this game, let's do Totally Bear. And mess up immediately because I missed a box. Brilliant. Don't. You're doing it way too early, Pat. You're doing it way too early. Bam 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 boop 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 boop. And do it. Oh! That was just an epic fail on my part. That's more like it. Oh, God. Death by whale. There we go. Oh, wow. That was close. And gem. Yeah, these secret levels do not have crystals. Actually, let's go down for a sec, because I want to. This place is a little bit of an Easter egg. Oh, all these warp rooms are blocking. Damn it! I wanted to show the little Easter egg to this. Basically, one of the islands of the first game is behind there. There's one of the islands in Crash Bandicoot 1 is usually behind those teleporters, and you can see them clearly in the PS1 version. Alright, it's now time for our next boss. And he's honestly one of my favorite bosses in Crash Bandicoot 2. And a new character to the series. And unlike others, he is still around to this day. Tiny the Tiger! And unlike the other enemies that I've talked about, Tiny is still around. He is basically Cortex's, one of Cortex's minions. So he basically works for Cortex, obviously. But he's still around, unlike majority of the others! Oh wow, okay. So the goal is to make him fall. Oh, wow, okay. Tiny outsmarted me. He outplayed me. Wow. Gotta give it to him. He outplayed me. Oh, damn it. That was just me being stupid. Okay, that was just me being silly. And failing to jump on the platform. I love this music for Tiny, man. One of my favorite tracks. Sorry, Tiny, but it's... Sorry, Tiny, but I can't play games anymore. Oh my god, he outplayed me again! Wow! Damn, man! Oh. Wow, I cannot believe I'm actually having a hard time on this. I've never seen Tiny do that so often. I've never seen him so often outplay you when you're jumping across these platforms. Alright, come on. Game over, Tiny. And now it's World 4. And now we're in World 4. Oh boy, there it is. One of the hardest levels in the game. Cold Hard Crash. Dun 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 do 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 do. And the best part is we can actually play as Coco in all of these stages if we really want to. You know what? I usually do the levels in order, but I'll do Cold Hard Crash first, since it's gonna be the hardest one. Since it's the hardest level, I might as well just do it now. I can bend the rules a little bit. I usually do the levels in order, but I'll bend the rules a little bit. To be fair, you don't have to do them in order. You can do them in any order you want, but it's just usually you do them in order, because in the PS1 version it would say the level, like what number level it is. This version doesn't, so you can really do them in any order you so wish. I manipulated him. Alright. Here we go. This right here is the biggest reason why this level is very hard. Alright. I know usually there's a trope that happens in whenever I play these games. I say something is hard and I beat it in one try. I'd be perfectly be okay with it living up to it in this particular level. Because I want to feel good beating this in my first try. I'll get that other gem later. I don't really care about it right now. I'll go back and get it later. Right now, I just want to feel good about beating this in one try. And look at that. I can speed run my way back. I can speed run my way back for it. Right now, I just want to get the box gem. No! Are you kidding me? The freaking hit detection! Are you serious? Ugh. Of all the things that kill me, the goddamn hit detection. Are you kidding me? Now I've got to do this legitimately. I don't have to work. I don't have the Uka Ukas as my crutch. That genuinely pisses me off, man. That genuinely annoys me. This game just did not want me to beat this stage in one go. I would have ignored the gem if in my first. But after what happened after my first run, I was like, well, I better get it now. Oh! Come on, really? Everything's going wrong now. Oh my god. I sound like a girl. Please show mercy. Please show me the mercy, Nitros! No! Damn it! No mercy shown whatsoever. I did jump! I did jump, but the nitro jumped just high enough. The nitros can jump, have a good radius when it comes to how far you can jump. Alright. Oh. Okay, okay, there's a nitro back at the start. I need to be careful! You gotta be kidding me! God damn it! God, this nitro at the start is gonna be the death of me. Because I know it's there. See what I mean? And if I jump just perfectly, that friggin' nitros will just jump so high, so much higher. Sometimes the nitros can jump just high enough to hit you as you're jumping. Some nitros have like a real high radius when it comes to their jump. Alright, I've got an extra hit with me now. Dying enough times gave me an extra hit, which seems a bit unfair because I'm going to be using these as crutches just to get through this. Slow down! My god, that was just a terrible mistake on my part. When it comes to sliding on the ice, you garner so much momentum. should just slow down a little bit instead of trying to rush. That's my biggest problem with video games. When I know I can do something, I just start rushing. And then it causes me to make mistakes. Oh, look at how... Oh, come on! The hit detection, bro! That was so dirty of you! But yeah, I was told you have to be rushing, you have to rush in Crash. Oh, when it comes to ice physics, absolutely not. Absolutely not when it comes to ice. Because the ice will just send you careening all over the place. And it causes mistakes. Damn you, Nitro. Oh, oh my god, these stupid... I despise... I absolutely despise how I died the first time after clearing this. This should be done. I should already have this already done. But no, that stupid penguin's hitbox somehow was just big enough for me to still hit it despite I jumped completely over it. I'm so mad. I already had this done. I'm just so mad about that, man. It really makes me angry when you succeed at something the first time and then something screws you over. And then you have to do it all over again, and then you got it, and then that's when the failure really piles up. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. These crushes are starting to piss me off. These crushes are starting to piss me off, bro. I was completely nowhere near it when it crushed me. No! Not this time! No! Free me! Get me out of here! Ugh! It's not over yet. That stupid penguin. You know what? You're gonna die for the sin you caused. Give me that checkpoint! I never have to do that again! All penguins must die now after the sin they caused. They wronged me. Their hitbox wronged me in my first attempt. There, go into the TNT. Like I care, penguin. Oh, thanks, porcupine. Well, at least I don't have to do that thing again. Oh, screw you! Oh man, I'm so glad that's done. Oh. So freaking glad, man. Hardest level in the game, just to try and get everything. If you're not gonna go and get everything, it's not that bad of a level. If you don't care about 100%, it's not that bad. You know what? I need a break after that. Next time, in the next stream, we'll finish things up. I need a break. See you all next time. We'll do the rest of the levels as Coco in the next stream. See you next time.